On behalf of Migrante Ontario, we extend our warmest and most militant greetings to the Marxist-Leninist Party of Canada, gathered here today to celebrate International Workers' Day. We salute all working-class men and women, peasants, and migrant workers who are brave and resolute to lead the struggle against the world's leading capitalists and their cronies in crony governments, systemic scam, deception, and fascist attack. We celebrate all members of the working class, especially the millions of migrant workers who fight anti-worker policies, carelessness, neglect, and exploitation by government officials in their home countries and host nation. This event commemorates workers' historical struggle and gains and the labor movements since the 1886 American workers' movements, which strongly campaigned for the 8-hour workday. Headed by the Federation of Organized Trades and Labor Unions, more than 300,000 workers beyond the United States walked off their jobs on May 1st, 1886. In its main center in Chicago, Illinois, the police responded with violence, raids, arrests, and imprisonment, and several of the organizers were later hanged to death. In 1889, May 1st was declared International Workers' Day. This workers' united struggle and sacrifices gave us the 8-hour workday law without cuts in wages. Today, we enjoy these rights because of the workers who fought for these changes, which are now part of labor standard. And because of this, we can also measure the exploitation and abuse still being imposed upon workers worldwide. The Philippine political and economic crisis have worsened under the U.S. Duterte regime. U.S. imperialism and their puppet regime have curtailed fundamental human rights and civil liberties that we, regular working class people, including migrant workers abroad, have long fought for. Despite the unprecedented attack in the last 6 years, the people's movement has grown by leaps and bounds. As a national democratic organization overseas, Migrante Ontario is at the forefront of fighting for the rights and welfare of Filipino migrant workers and fellow workers in Canada. As part of the Filipino working class, we are determined to fight for a Philippine society free from U.S. imperialism, bureaucrat capitalism, and feudalism. We say that our best contribution to the worldwide struggle of the working class is to win the process that we are waging back home. We do this while taking up our internationalist duties and linking arms with you, comrades. Our task now is to expose the rottenness of the U.S. Duterte regime and call to end the U.S. military support for the neo-colonial fascist state of Duterte. We are also determined to stop the looming return of the son of the late fascist dictator Marcos in the upcoming national election. As the Philippine national election draws near and will be held on May 9, 2022, Migrante Ontario is also pushing the Filipino workers' electoral agenda that demands aid and speedy repatriation for migrants, an end to illegal recruitment and human trafficking, to bribes and state exaction, sufficient access to the consulate and embassy services, freedom and justice for Mary Jane Biloso and other OFWs on death row, free and comprehensive healthcare services, increase in the budget for overseas absentee voting, welfare and legal assistance, benefit and protection for seafarers, resumption of the peace talks, and end to red tagging and militarization. Workers call for the junking of the labor export policy, jobs in the Philippines, not abroad. More than ever, we are challenged to heighten our effort to apprise the migrant Filipinos and people worldwide about the justness of the Filipino workers and people's struggle, one that is against imperialist domination and for genuine democracy. We appreciate and are grateful to the event organizer for being part of this vital celebration. May you continue serving the masses, standing for social justice, combating abuse and exploitation, and empowering people through your deeds. Again, thank you very much. Long live the MLPC, long live international solidarity. Workers of the world unite. We have nothing to lose except our chains.